One of the most intriguing prospects in the entire NBA draft is Evan Mobley. I mean, he stands at 7 foot tall with a 7'4" wingspan, and he's only 215 pounds as well. But what he did already in his first year in college as a freshman for the Trojans is something special. He led that team all the way to the Elite Eight, and now he's already in the NBA. He's a top 3 pick in the NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this guy, he has one of the most unique games in the entire NBA, and his game suits the modern NBA today. What's up, you guys? This is JYoungGo2 back with another video, and in this video today, yes, we're going to be discussing the truth about Evan Mobley and his potential. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's try to get it to at least 20 likes. If you guys can do that for me, that'll be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe. It takes 1 second of your time, and it definitely does help out the channel really grow and make more content and grow and do something special. But Evan Mobley, man, Evan Mobley is, like I said before, a very, very intriguing prospect. He is already one of the most polished players, especially as a center already today. And you look at the comparisons, he was mostly compared to Chris Bosh, and you can definitely see that comparison, especially Chris Bosh earlier on in his NBA career, where Chris Bosh, he didn't really have all the skill sets that Evan Mobley had because the NBA wasn't as it was then to now. But his game is still very similar, especially when you look at their size at that time. Evan Mobley is definitely going to have to add more weight to his game, especially to be more dominant in today's NBA, especially when you go up against guys like Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. He's definitely going to have to add more size to his game, but on the offensive side of the basketball court, his game is very, very exceptional. Yes, his game isn't truly and fully polished on this side of the basketball court, but he can post up in the paint, even against guys who are much bigger than him. Even though sometimes he may have a hard time posting up certain big men with his size, he's still able to finish around the rim very well. He can set certain screens and get buckets inside the paint. He has an exceptional mid-range game as well. He can even shoot threes. In his one season in college, he averaged 16.4 points, 8.7 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 3 blocks a game. And on the defensive side of the basketball court is really where his game is most gifted. I mean, he uses that size to rim protect. He can even guard guards on the perimeter, pretty much everywhere on the basketball court. This guy on the defensive end of the basketball court has the potential to really be one of the best defenders in the entire NBA, and I'm pretty sure you've heard that in some videos. If you've heard people talking about Evan Mobley, is that his ability on the defensive end is very, very high. His ceiling on that end is high. You know, when you look at he can move, his agility, his all of these things, he's able to move still just at the speed of a guard. And on the defensive end, especially as a center, to do something like that, that's very, very impressive. And he's going to definitely be a very high impactful player. Very similar in a way like Bam Adebayo, who can guard guards as well on the perimeter and pretty much everywhere on the basketball court. And when I look at Evan Mobley on the offensive end, as I said before, his game is very polished on his end, but he's going to have to still, of course, work on adding more size to his game to really unlock his true potential, especially when it comes to his post-up scoring. Because if you see at times on the offensive end, when he's posting up guys, he can't really back down like that much in the paint because of his size, and his moves in the paint are very limited to what he can do. But I feel like once he starts to add more size and he has more leverage in the paint, he would be able to dominate men easily. He also has to work on his ability to set screens. I mean, if you've seen him set screens for his guards, you know, guards, that's really one of the most essential ways that they survive in the NBA, and that is the ability for centers and big men to set screens to get them wide open opportunities and plays for other guys on the court. And his ability is very low on that end of the basketball court right now. He's not really the good player at setting screens, but this is something that's going to come over time when he adds more weight. That's really one of the biggest keys for him, is adding more weight and size to his game and really polishing up the little parts of his game that needs to be polished. But he can even shoot from the three-point line. He shot 30% from three. As I said before, he's a pretty good mid-range shooter. His shot will need some work on it. You know, he's not really the fastest shooter, and that's definitely going to be something that will be worked on with his mechanics as his game improves over time. But as many people have been saying, and I will agree, His upside is so high. Yes, he has a few weaknesses in his game, but this guy is going to be a very talented player really when his game is fully polished. He has all the gifts, all the abilities to be a truly dominant modern NBA big man. And where the way the game is going today, his game is going to fit perfectly in the modern NBA. And when you go to the situation now with him on the Cleveland Cavaliers, I mean, you might as well make the Cavaliers, skyscraper city, and rename the team and the whole franchise, because it seems like all they do is get big men on this team. But what he's going to be able to do with the Cleveland Cavaliers, hopefully moving forward, whatever the Cavaliers decide to do with all these guys, but I think he's definitely going to be one of the main guys, of course, on the team with him and Darius Garland and Colin Sexton. I think that trio is going to definitely be a very good trio to watch in the NBA, especially since the Cavaliers had to get rid of Kevin Porter and things and whatnot. But man, this future for the Cavaliers is going to be very bright. They got another really good guy in Evan Mobley, very advanced already for his age and what all he can do already on the NBA court, at the NBA level, especially now with all of the gifts he has. But I look forward to seeing him play in the NBA, especially with his skill set, because he's definitely different from other guys, and he's definitely going to make his mark, I believe, in this modern NBA. But I hope you guys enjoyed this brief video on Evan Mobley. Let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There's not really much more I can say about him, because we have to see what happens next on the bigger stage. But have a good day. Peace.